All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin this camp lesson by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak, Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who do rule well, and Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, Yasharallah, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Those are the true children of Israel, the Israelites spoken of in the Bible. Yahweh being the name of our power, the true Hebrew name of the Most High, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai being the name of the Messiah, his son, Yahweh Shai, meaning he is the deliverer of the Israelites, the nation of Israel. That's the only nation that can receive salvation. And in these last days, a small remnant of Israelite men are waking up to the truth, or the veil is being lifted, and they're waking up and realizing who this devil, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, who's been oppressing us for hundreds of years. The veil is lifted, the Israelites are waking up, and Babylon the Great, America, is crumbling. So let's begin with the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 11. It reads, "And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them." So yeah, this remnant of men that are waking up, getting the Spirit of life, returning to their power, repenting. We're standing up on our feet and speaking boldly against this devil, speaking boldly against this wicked system, and great fear is falling upon them. They're like, because for a long time, as long as they keep us in sin, the Lord, the Most High Yahweh, is not dealing with us. For a long time, he wasn't dealing with us because we were in sin. We were a lost people. But through his mercy and through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, who came and died on the cross for us to receive this salvation and this mercy, we're coming back. We're coming back to our true power. And Esau's panicking. He's on panic mode because he knows he's going into captivity. He who leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Salakia kind of butchered that, but I paraphrased it. They know they're going into captivity. They know their time is up, and they're pulling up all the tricks out of their bag to try to stay in power. Making us go off. Because ultimately we're in captivity. We can't keep the law 100%. But we could try, to the best of our abilities. And even then, this devil puts pork. We don't eat pork no more, but this devil puts pork in the water bottles and the soap to keep us from going, to keep us off, to make us go off. But through the Lord's mercy, he sees that we're repenting. The Lord sees that we're trying, we're striving to receive salvation. And that's why we're out here. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It reads, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Yeah, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We know who this devil is now. We know all these enchantments that he does to try to make us go off, like the music, hip-hop. Hip-hop was created by the CIA. Rap music, gangster rap music was created by the CIA to incarcerate Israelite men. And, that's what it is. It's mind control. It's enchantments. You get a Jake from the hood, and he sees, these rappers make it. They rap about selling drugs, and it's all lies. These are freaking from the suburbs. These Jakes are from the suburbs acting like they're gangster. And same thing with the movie Scarface in the 80s. When Scarface came out, it was right when the crack epidemic hit. And crack was only distributed in poor, low-income Israelite neighborhoods. You didn't see this in suburbs. You didn't see crack in the suburbs. And it was another thing, the CIA puts these drugs in the street to incarcerate Israelite men, you know? And we know this now. It's out there. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices anymore. Let's go to Revelation 12 and 17. It reads, "And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God, and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach." So this devil is going to come down with great wrath. We're in a war right now. That's why I always said, before every camp, I say I'm out here in the battlefield, because at any moment, this devil knows who the prophets are. This devil knows who the hopeful elect are. And he could come and send someone and shoot me right now. He could send a cop and lock me up. That's why it's a battle, you know. We're standing boldly for the Lord, but there's a cost. This comes with the cost, you know. Because we're exposing this devil, and Salakia, if I'm not making sense. What I'm trying to say is it's a battle, you know. We're out here in the battlefield. At any moment we can get arrested. At any moment we can get shot, risking our lives, but we do this for the Lord, because we strongly believe that the Lord is watching. You know, the chariots are out there looking over the prophets, you know. So we don't fear this devil. We don't fear this devil, man. Let's go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 16. We'll go to verse 70 through 75. It reads, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord Yahweh." So that's what I mean by this devil's coming down with great wrath. There's going to be a time where, during the famine of the word, when we're not going to be out in the highways and hedges anymore, because the Lord is going to make our tongue cling to the roof of our mouth. And that's when this devil's coming for us. We're going to have to be like pilgrims on the earth. We're going to be on the run. And that's how our family, or so-called family members, are going to expose us. They're going to be like, yo, you know, because they're going to threaten our family members. Like, yo, where is this person? They know we speak against, we put these videos on YouTube. They know we're speaking against them, and they're going to threaten our family members as well. And that's one way that our family is going to turn on us, out of fear. Go to 72. "For they shall waste and take away their goods, and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire." So people are going to realize, like, why are they after these men? Because we were speaking truth. We were speaking the true gospel, not that bullshit you learn in the church, Christian church, Catholic church. That's all bullshit, leading our people to the slaughter. So when they come after us, people are going to realize, like, yo, you know, these are the men of the Lord. Because if they weren't, why is the government so fixated on these men? Why are they coming after them? You know what I mean? And they should be tried as gold in the fire. So this truth comes with a cost. You know, we're catching hell. We have to be purified. The Lord is purifying His men. Because for a long time we went off, you know, we were spiritually dead, and now we woke up. We're getting purified. Eventually, we're all going to be catching hell. We're not going to take that charagma, so we're not going to be able to buy and sell. What are you going to do then? We're going to be casted out of society, but we're going to put our faith in the Lord. We're going to put our faith in the Lord that He's going to cover us. You know, it's going to be very uncomfortable, but nothing that we can't handle. The Lord will be with us if you believe and you have faith and you endure. Let's read that again. This is a powerful precept. "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. You see that? The days of trouble are at hand, but he will deliver us. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for God is your guide. So when all hell breaks loose, and during Jacob's trouble, the Lord will be our guide. He'll give us the spirit of discernment, because we're not gonna be able to trust anybody, you know? And we're gonna need discernment, and we're gonna need spiritual power. He's gonna give us spiritual power to combat this AI, you know? If you don't have the charagma, they're gonna be drones, AI robots. It's gonna be like a sci-fi movie. And we're not gonna bow the knee. It's a war, you know, it's a war. We're the Lord's battle axe. And you have to be willing to lose everything for this truth, because you'll gain it 100-fold, 1,000-fold in the kingdom of heaven. That's what we're striving for every day, one day closer to the kingdom. So the Lord is our guide, man. You just have to have faith. He woke us up for a reason. There is no coincidence that we woke up to this truth. There's no coincidence. It's a beautiful thing. That's called mercy. The water Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Let's go to Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 through 17. And this is, I bring it out every camp because you gotta sound the alarm, because that MOTB, mark of the beast. Revelation 13, 16, it reads, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So once he crashes this system, he's gonna come out with that RFID microchip. That's the mark of the beast. And that's what these other Israelite camps, they're not teaching that. These churches sure as hell ain't teaching that. And it's, I mean, if you have the eyes to see, it's common sense. That's the end game, the mark of the beast. That's their last trick out of the bag that they're gonna use to try to stay in power. And we're not gonna take that, man. We're gonna put our faith in the Lord. Lord willing, he doesn't take the spirit from us, and he gives us the spirit to endure. And if you have a family, your faith is really gonna be tested, because how are your kids gonna eat? You know, your woman is gonna be bugged. She might not be as strong as you. She might leave you. She might, behind your back, take your children to go get that chip. Then what are you gonna do? Hey, man. You can't be emotional, you know, you can't be emotional. It is what it is. You gotta put the Lord first. And there's a lot of simps out there that they're gonna take that because their woman, you know, is gonna press them. But you know, we're gonna see miracles. You know, if the Lord is really dealing with you, you'll eat, you know, you'll be all right. Let's go to Revelation 14, 9 through 11. It reads, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So, yeah, if you take that chip, there ain't no coming back from that. There ain't no repenting from that. That's the ultimate. You turning your back on the Lord and accepting this devil Esau as your master, you know. And you're gonna be plagued, because once you take that chip, the Lord's gonna plague you. You're gonna get that grievous sore, and you're gonna eat a missile. Once those missiles come, it ain't gonna be like some people think, oh, like, you know, they're gonna have that mentality, if I take this chip, I'm just gonna instantly die when those missiles come. Nah, the Lord is gonna torment you. I remember a brother made an example, a brother of mine, in this truth, he likes anime, you know? He likes anime a lot because he can relate Lord willing, we get that spiritual power, you know. It's a little glimpse. And Itachi from Naruto, he puts you in a genjutsu, you know. And hey man, they put this in the anime, but ultimately they get it from the scriptures, because they know the Israelites are going to receive that type of power, and the Lord has that type of power. Once those missiles come, he put you in some type of genjutsu where you're tormented. He can make it feel like eternity. He can make it feel like eternity, but really it's a split second. And that's just going to torment those that take that chip, that bow the knee. And those that don't, that get beamed up in those chariots, those UFOs, and ultimately the Father ship, Yahweh Shai's ship, that's how we're going to make it out of this destruction. And people can't receive it. You know, this devil made it seem like the chariots are aliens. The whole world believes UFOs are aliens. In reality, the angels, our brothers, are up there. And they're, besides the missiles with thermal, with the lasers, they're gonna destroy this place. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So you're ultimately submitting to this devil if you take that chip. But Lord willing, we're not going to take that chip. And that's why we're out here sounding the alarm, warning our people not to take that mark. You got to put your faith in the Lord that you'll be covered. Just how in the wilderness, how Moses guided them through, the Lord split the sea. You know what I'm saying? The Lord fed them manna. Moses hit that rock and water came out. Man, that's our power that we have faith in. And we have to believe that those same miracles we're gonna witness those same miracles during these dark days. Let's go to Revelation 16:2. It reads, "And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them who worshipped his image." So that's like a cancer. Those who take that chip, your body's gonna reject that shit, and the Lord, you know, you're gonna get a grievous sore, you know, and you're gonna get guilt. You're gonna be condemned, man. Like, yo, I just turned my back on the Lord. Like, that's like the ultimate slap in the face to your power. And you're gonna be plagued, man. That's why we fear the Lord. That's why we're not gonna take that chip. And that's why we're out here sounding the alarm, making our calling and election sure. Because yeah, you can know you're an Israelite, you can know the prophecies, but if you're not out there warning your people, like Yahweh Shai said, if you love me, feed my sheep. And that's why we're out here, because we do love the Lord. He's number one in our life. This life is nothing, you know. We strive for the kingdom. Let's go to Revelation, man. You know, I love talking about these prophecies. You know, let's go to Revelation 20:4. It reads, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of the men that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of God, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. So there's a lot of us that are going to be beheaded. You know, we're not going to take that chip. We're going to get sent to prison. We're going to get sent to concentration camps. And they got those guillotines ready to go. It's fact. If you do your research, they got thousands of guillotines ready to go. And this is prophecy. You know what I'm saying? This is prophecy. And if that's your route, if that's your lot to be a martyr, you know, embrace it. Because if you understand death, you have to have an immortal mindset. There ain't no, you know, it's gonna be a split second and you meet Yahweh Shai in the clouds. It's an honor, and you'll receive honor in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Like these celebrities that have status in this world ain't shit, man. They have to sell out. You know, Jake sells out to Esau to receive that small status. And not only that, you get buck broken, man. All these rappers that try to act hard, they get buck broken for that contract. You know what I'm saying? If you can read that, if you can know what I'm talking about. It's better to have your dignity, man. Fuck money, fuck wealth. We store our treasures in the kingdom of heaven. That's what the treasures we look forward to. As long as you have food, a roof over your head, health, you're blessed. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, those comforts the Lord is gonna test you. You know, those comforts are gonna be stripped from you. The Lord is gonna really see if you're down for Him. The Lord is gonna really see if you're His servant. Let's go to Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. It reads, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." So some of us are going to be sent to prison. That's a fact. And you have to, you know, really put yourself in that position. Yo, these devils can come into your house, arrest you. That's my mentality. Every day, if that's my law, I'm ready for it. I'm not going to be caught off guard. You know, if these devils can come into my house, arrest me, send me to prison. And, you know, a lot of the prophets were sent to prison. So what makes us different, you know? And they're on the earth today. Those same prophets are on the earth today. So if that's your lot, you got to thug it out. You got to, you know, trust in the Lord. And you will receive a crown of life, man. Just imagine that. You hold it down here and you're going to be remembered for eternity. Man, this life is nothing compared to eternity and righteousness. You know, the Lord is going to bless those. Once you're in the kingdom, you're going to be like, damn, it was worth it. You know, catching that hell is nothing compared to what the glory we're going to receive. Let's go to Matthew chapter 10, verse 22. It reads, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved." So just how they hated Yahushua, they're going to hate us. This devil is going to come down on us. This devil is going to, with using his technology, he's going to condemn us, blaspheme us. He's going to make it seem like the Israelites, you know, make us like a terrorist group. You know, who knows what he's going to do. Using AI, he can make the prophets, he can make it seem like the prophets did something that they really didn't. That's why you have to use discernment. And that's why we're going to be hated. Because let's say they shoot up a hospital. Let's say, oh, Hebrew Israelites shot up a hospital in the name of Yahushua. People are going to be like, yo, what the fuck? That's a terrorist group. And that's when the persecution comes. That's when the hate comes. Yo, you know, I'm just speaking hypothetically, but yeah, everybody's gonna hate us for this, and that's all right, because they hated our King Yahushua. And you have to, you know, persecution is part of the walk. That's part of this. That's what we signed up for, you know. Let's go to John 15, verses 18 through 20. It reads, "If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you." They hated Yahushua, man. They spit on him, they tortured him, and he had the power. He could have fucking just took them all out. He had that power, but he had to walk that walk, humility. Before we receive this great power, the Lord has to humble us. We're in the lowly state right now, but it's, hey, just hang on tight, you know, hang on a little longer. We're gonna get that power, man, Lord willing, like, and that's a beautiful thing. That's what they don't teach you in these whorehouses, these churches. This is the way to break down these scriptures, you know. And the prophets got that breath of life. They got that wisdom to be able to understand this. The Lord gave us understanding. And it's a small remnant, not everybody, man. The majority of our people are gonna be destroyed. Small remnant got this truth, and hang on to it, man. Make sure, take heed that no man take your crown, because we're gonna go through that fire. What was that? 18. If the world hated me, so I'm gonna read that again. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Verse 19, if ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. So the Lord chose us for this walk. The Lord chose us to do this work. And that's a beautiful thing. I wouldn't want to be doing anything else, man. This is a defiled world. Fuck this world. Halloween, this wicked ass holiday, Halloween's about to come up around the corner, and everybody's hyping it up, you know, wickedness. Everybody's partaking in that pagan holiday like it's nothing, you know. It's like open witchcraft. They're openly performing witchcraft, and these children, you know, and even these churches are fucking embracing this holiday. And just because we don't celebrate holidays, they look at us sideways, like, you don't celebrate Christmas, you don't celebrate Halloween. Yeah, we don't. So let's read verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. So just how Yahweh Shai was persecuted, the servant is not greater than the master. We're gonna have to partake in Yahweh Shai's sufferings. And that's all right, because the Lord will give us the spirit to endure. You know, we're not gonna fold. We'll take it like a man, you know. We're so used to, Babylon has emasculated men. We're so used to being comfortable. And that's fucking bad. You have to be uncomfortable. That's how you grow as a person. You have to, Lord put you in situations to overcome them. And it's a satisfying feeling when you overcome things, you know. You have to be put in uncomfortable situations in order to grow. And in order to receive that power, we have to be humbled. You know, in order to see that glory that we're going to receive in the kingdom, we have to be humbled on this side. Just how Yahweh Shai was. It's a perfect example, and that's why he's our king. Because no man can do what he did for us. That's the ultimate sacrifice. That's what you call love. And he only did it, you know. Can't stress it enough. He only did it for the nation of Israel. All these other heathen nations, the Edomites, they're gonna be our servants in the kingdom. And that's another reason why the Israelites are hated, because they don't want to hear it. Christianity, you know, all that bullshit, oh, everybody can be saved. Fuck no, only the Israelites. Let's go to Romans chapter 8 and verse 18. It reads, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. You see that? This suffering, this persecution that we're gonna go through it's nothing compared to the glory we're gonna receive in the kingdom, man. Like, you see this concrete, this defiled place, man. You can only, it's out of our, we can't even comprehend the beauty of the kingdoms. Gold roads made out of gold. Man, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I you know, it's human nature to think, and I meditate on, man, imagine, like, just the kingdom, bro, like, kingdom, bro. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a blessing, and that's why we do this. We strive for the kingdom, you know. We weren't meant to fucking work every day, pay bills, eat this bullshit ass food. We're in a defiled place, and they love, you know, our people love this place. They don't want this place to end. They love this shit, and this place vexes us. We strive for the kingdom. That's what every day we hasten the day of the Lord. Let's go to Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6. It reads, I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. And that's speaking of the Israelites. We're gods compared to these other nations. The Lord chose us to be a peculiar people unto Him. And if you can receive that, man, that's power. We're gods. Like, obviously not on Yahweh and Yahweh Shai's level, but Yahweh Shai is gonna share his power. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have the power to, man. And that's where Hollywood gets all like these superheroes, you know. The Israelites are the true superheroes. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 1 and verse 4. It reads, according as He hath chosen us in Him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before Him in love. So those of us that woke up to this truth, the Lord, we were predestined to wake up. It's our destiny. There's no free will. As much as people try to say, you know, like, oh, I'm in control of my life. We ain't in control of nothing. This is our destiny. The Lord woke us up and chose us to prophesy the destruction of this kingdom and prophesy His name, His true name, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And we say this boldly. We say this boldly. And you know, the majority of people ain't listening. We don't get a lot of views. We don't do it for views. We do it for the Lord. We do it because we love the Lord. And if you really meditate on that, the Lord chose us before the foundation of the earth. When He created your spirit, He created you to be a God. You know what I'm saying? And that's very exciting and beautiful, man. That keeps us going. Once we go through that hell, we're gonna constantly remember, man, this is just a short season, and then we're gonna receive honor. Humbly speaking, you know. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 24. It reads, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? And I love this precept because that goes into there's no free will. Man's goings are of the Lord. The Lord puts a spirit on you to move a certain way. And those that do wickedness, the Lord put a spirit on them to do wickedness. So ultimately they can be destroyed. So that's why we have to fear the Lord, because He could take the spirit from you. He uses certain men to plant the seed and wake them up, and then, you know, they'll go off. When I first heard this truth was this wicked ass Jake on YouTube. I stumbled upon his video, and that's where I first heard the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and I heard about the chariots. But then I stumbled upon Great Millstone, you know, the water Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, you know. Out of all the camps, I thank the Lord that I stumbled upon Great Millstone, because I truly believe they have the 100% truth. And then I realized that this Jake is wicked, you know? Just because you have the names doesn't mean that you're of the elect. There's a lot of bugged out camps that prophesy in the names, but they're just prophesying confusion. Let's go to Mark chapter 13 and verse 20. Reads, and except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he has shortened the days. So these prophecies are going to come to pass quickly, man. If you look at the hourglass in this timeline, we're at the last grain, because this devil is going to do everything in his power to destroy us, and that's why the Lord has to shorten the days. And that's why we take this truth so serious, because there ain't no time to be messing around. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no time. Any day now, all hell can break loose, and you have to have that mentality. Don't get comfortable. You gotta be comfortable being uncomfortable. We're too far in the game to go off, man. Too far to be fucking around. And that, the Lord's gonna shorten these days, which also means that hell's coming. That persecution any day can happen. And you got to prepare your spirit. Pray to the Lord to give you strength to endure, because it's going to be a hell of a test. It ain't no cakewalk. It's going to be a fucking test. The test of your faith. Are you really down for Yahweh Shem Yahushai? And Lord willing, you know, those of us that are listening, Lord willing, we endure to the end. And as you can see, these hurricanes in Florida, that the Lord is plaguing this place. And it ain't just gonna be Florida and Wyoming. I believe it's Wyoming. There's a big ass fire. All kinds of shit every day. These prophecies are gonna come to pass quick. Let's go into Luke 21. And 11, it reads, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilences, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. So all these things are prophecy. All these things, famine, a great famine. Your comforts are going to be stripped from you once this society collapses. That's a lot of people are going to die of hunger, and that's when people are going to bug out. Cannibalism, and they show you in Hollywood. They show you these things. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And on a lot of books, it's constantly reminding us, persecution, being sent to prison. That's part of this walk. That's part of this walk. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. So the Lord will put a spirit on us to say, don't think about what to say. And a lot of times when I go to camp, because I'm a new brother, I don't know it all, but I'm building myself up. I pray the Lord to build me up to have these longer camps, to be more edifying. But ultimately the Lord, I'm just flowing with the Spirit, you know, flowing with the Spirit. The Lord put the Spirit on you to say what He wants you to say. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And our adversaries, this devil, the Edomites, Esau, Edom, he knows we're speaking facts, and that's why he's enraged. He knows, like, how the fuck did they wake up? They did everything. They spent billions of dollars into keeping us oppressed, and through the Lord's mercy, we woke up, man, and we ain't gonna be stopped. This devil's going down, and it's a beautiful thing being on Yahweh's side. Shit, bro, we on the winning team. We on the winning team, bro. Fuck Babylon. And ye shall be betrayed, both by parents and brethren and kinfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And that's heavy, man. That's heavy, because your so-called loved ones, they're gonna turn on you. Out of fear, they're gonna be threatened. Like, you know, they're gonna throw your ass in prison if you don't rat out your cousin, you know? If you don't tell us where your cousin is, we're gonna throw your ass in prison. And they're gonna, out of fear, man. People are cowards, man. People are cowards. So you have to be ready. You have to be ready for that. Your wife could turn on you. Your children could turn on you. That's just part of this walk, and it is what it is because this place is done. There's nothing to hold on to. We store our treasures in the kingdom of heaven. That's what we look forward to. But obviously, Lord willing, your household is covered. That's not going to be every single situation. That's just the certain situations that your family's going to betray you. But we pray that my wife and my children are covered through my faith. You know, just because she doesn't believe, just because your spouse doesn't believe, like the Apostle Tahar said, they can still be covered through your faith, through your works. And that's why I do this. I do this not only for myself, but for my son. I got a 1.5-year-old son. I got twins on the way. I know it's not good to put your stuff out there, but I think it's very spiritual. I have twins on the way. And all hell's about to break loose. And I know this. And Lord willing, they're healthy. You know, Lord willing, I'm going to go through Jacob's trouble with twin babies, a 1-year-old. But I have my faith in the Lord that He's gonna cover us. Verse 17. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not an hair of your head perish. And your patience possess ye your souls. So not a hair in our the Lord's gonna cover us. Not a hair in our head is gonna be touched. Because not all of us are gonna be sent to prison. We're gonna be in Jacob's trouble in the Lord. We're gonna be on the pilgrims on the earth. The Lord, all right, go here now. All right, there's gonna be some food over here. Man, it's gonna be a hell of a ride, and it's exciting. It's very exciting. I'm not gonna lie. Jacob's trouble is crazy, but exciting at the same time, because we have faith that the Lord is gonna protect us. So that was the point. That was the point. And your patience possess ye your souls. We get comfort through these scriptures. What else do I have on deck? I could go into World War III. You know, World War III, that's another thing. That's another indication that the end is, World War III is here. All that needs to happen is the charagma and those missiles. So let's go into that. Revelation 11 and 14. It reads, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. The third woe is meaning World War III. That, you know, Battle of Armageddon, you know. Once those missiles come, man, that's when Yahweh-Shai's chariot is gonna appear. And every eye shall see. I can't remember that precept, but when Yahweh-Shai's chariot comes, every eye shall see. And it's gonna be a day, man. Lord willing, we make it to that day. That's gonna be a day. The last day of this kingdom, man. Lord willing, we get beamed up, get those new bodies, make it out of here. Let's go to Isaiah 59 and 19. It reads, so shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So, once this devil comes down with great wrath, the Lord's going to lift up a standard against us and cover us. And that gives us strength to look the enemy in the eye and take it as it comes. Let's go to 1 Peter 1:7. It reads, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua HaMashiach. So the trial of our faith is going to be tried, you know, like I say, every camp. You got to be prepared to walk that walk, to be persecuted, to be sent to prison, to be betrayed by family and friends. But you'll be recompensated tenfold in the kingdom, 100-fold. Everything you lose on this side. Let's go to John 14:12. It reads, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. So those miracles that Yahushua performed, the men of the Lord are going to be able to perform those miracles. That's how we're going to be covered. That's how the Lord is going to be with us. He's going to give us that spiritual power. We're going to be able to, like Yahweh, these are Yahushua's words. He that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also, and greater works. So that's how Yahushua, you know, turned water into wine. Yahushua walked on water. And that's how we have faith that we're gonna get that power. And it's crazy because this Edomite, he was chilling right here. He heard me speak this word. It piqued his curiosity, because man, everybody's catching hell. The curses are reversing. Everybody's catching hell nowadays. And we live in a godless society. So if someone hears you speak the Bible, it's like taboo nowadays. These scriptures are taboo nowadays. And it's a trip, man. I thank the Lord that I have this truth, man. Because there's nothing left for us in Babylon. All these jakes that sell out for a bag, the so-called bag, man, they're still dead inside. Let's go to 1 Peter 1:7. Salakia, 1 Peter 4:7. It reads, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. The end of all things is at hand. And we clearly see it. This place is done. The end of all things is at hand. This place is done. We're out here prophesying the destruction, and this grace period is quickly closing, man. Once the elect are sealed, Lord willing, I'm one of them. Once the elect are sealed, all hell's gonna break loose, and that's what we were waiting for. We don't want this place to tarry. We don't want to be in this wicked kingdom 10 more years. I don't see this place standing another 5 years, Lord willing. This is the hope. The Apostle Tahar coined, this is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And for some people, Jacob's trouble already started. Those people in Florida lost their homes, lost their job, they lost everything. And there's some brothers out there, and it is what it is. You lose everything, you keep enduring. That's, you know, you got to endure to the end. So that's all I had for today. Lord willing, you know, Lord willing keeps building me up for these longer camps. I'm studying myself approved. Lord willing, you know, this lesson has been edifying. And in closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this 100% truth. And Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Tazayar, and on to the next one. Shalom.